Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Touchline Facts. First and foremost, smash the like button up, hit the sub button up, turn on those post notifications so you do not miss an upload or a live stream. And I'm joined by Hotspur Cave. What are you saying, bro?
Uh, I'm good, man. I'm excited for the weekend, bro. Can't wait for Premier League to resume. Champions League is done. It's over. It's out of the way. Can't wait for the Premier League to resume, man. I need my season to be saved. So, yeah, man.
You can't wait for another loss on the weekend.
I don't think we're losing this weekend, bro. I'll be honest with you.
I think you'll lose. You got Forest at home in it, 6-point relegation.
Yeah, man. I know, but they took midget land to penalties.
Yeah, but they played a bunch of their kids. They didn't play their main team. They played their B team, and they still
They
won.
rested they rested
Yeah, they rested a lot of players for that game. So they rested players for you, specifically for you.
Well, we got players back from we got a few key players back from injury now. So yeah, it's looking up at Tottenham. The sun is shining on Spurs at the
Full
moment.
time 2-1 Nottingham Forest. Tudor out. Tadare is Tador.
I don't even think he gets sacked if he loses to Forest. That's the maddest thing. I actually don't think he's gonna get sacked, bro.
I don't know I don't know how you can sack him. I don't know if you sack him, who you're going to get. Like you lot are screwed anyways.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So I just don't see. One thing I will say though is Vicario is yeah, I was about to say literally the tweet is right in front of me. Vicario is out, which means Kinski's probably gonna be in goal. That's not great. That's not great. However, I'm still somewhat confident that we can get 3 points, man. The players must have some confidence as well. Of course, it was a good win. I can't lie. I don't know if you watched the game yet, but
I didn't. I watched the Liverpool game.
Bro,
I did. I had you lot on an acca though because I had Real Madrid to win, PSG to win, Barca to win, and Tottenham and Atletico both teams to score. So I had your marker. So I had notifications on, and that was 30-1, by the way.
Oh,
Mad
shit.
odds. Mad odds. That's
guys,
mad odds. Bro, Real Madrid were 4-1.
We played well, bro. We battered them. I can't lie. We actually battered them, bro. I mean, of course they scored 2. Van der Ven, bro. By the way, Van der Ven.
I told you, bro. That guy's a scrub.
Van der Ven, yeah. For some reason, he's always getting sat on his ass, bro. It's very annoying. But yeah, bro. Xavi Simons scored an absolute wonder goal. Do you know what I'm saying?
He also lost the ball for their goal.
That was a foul.
It was never a foul. That's never a foul.
All day long. We've been done so wrong there, but you know what? In the end, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? In the end,
it's never a foul. If that got overturned, I would have been pissed because I would have been annoyed because
nah, bro. They pushed him to the.
They didn't push him. They just they both went for the ball and it was basically a shoulder to shoulder.
Pushed him to the floor, bro.
Have you seen it properly?
Pushed him to the floor.
You just stop tell your players to stop being lightweight.
That's a valid. That's fair. Yes, they should be stronger on their feet. However, that was a foul. You know what I'm saying? But Archie Gray, you know, put in a masterclass as well. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the best performance he's had in the Tottenham shirt. It's good to see Bergvall, Doggy, and Udogi coming off the bench as well. So they're back from injury now, which is good. Yeah, man, it was just all round. I can't lie, there wasn't really much to be pissed about. Because one, we knew we were going out anyway. Kinski's kind of done us here as well, which is why I'm annoyed. Because you know what? If you start Vicario in that first leg, we'd be in the quarterfinals.
You wouldn't have been because Vicario was just a shit.
No, we would not.
Did you see Vicario the other day? He punched the ball in his own net from the free kick.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was never a foul, by the way. Shout out Kaz on that.
Shout out Kaz.
That was never a foul. Bro, you lot are trash, bro. I don't know, like, you know, Atletico just went there and said, let's just go through, bro. That's what they do.
No, we bopped them off the park, bro.
Although Simeone, I think, is washed.
He's very washed, bro. He's
He
very
is
washed.
washed. Who? Chuck
He-
Norris. Oh, right. Chuck Norris died. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. He died. Yeah, you didn't see it.
I'm hearing. Anyone ever? You ever watched The Only Way Is Essex?
Yeah,
Yeah, someone died in The Only Way Is Essex as well. I'm hearing that.
mad.
Crazy,
That's
bro.
mad. Rest in
Crazy.
peace to
But
them, innit?
yeah, man. Smash the likes up, people. As I say, let's try and get to 20 likes. Yeah, I mean, as you say, every time it hits the like button up, it does boost me out on the algorithm. So make sure you're hitting that like button up. Come on, stop being stingy with the likes. And it was never a foul. But yeah, man. Spurs this weekend. I think you lot are losing. Nottingham Forest are going to beat
Why
you.
though? Why?
They got better players than you.
Yeah.
You haven't won a game all year. Well, a league game all year. Because you've won a few European ones.
3 European ones. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So you
still undefeated at home in Europe, by the way.
That's great, but you're also out, so it doesn't really matter, does it? You know what I'm saying?
I just gotta put that in there, pal. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine, mate. That's fine, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Just remind me who you playing in the Champions League next game week. Oh, no one. There we go. Cool.
Who did you play last game week?
That's what I'm saying. We're not in it. You're not in it either. So I can't sit there and talk about. I can say we're unbeaten in Europe this season. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that we're not in it.
We're 13 points off of Conference League. Yeah, we're getting that.
Listen, I'm here to have a logical football conversation. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm winding you up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm here to have a logical conversation. I'm not here to troll them.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was a Tottenham player, that would be my motivation to staying up, bro.
There's no way on God's green earth you can get Conference League. You'd have to win every other game from out of the season, and there would have to be what?
It's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna win. We'll probably win 3.
I think you're going down, bro. You're going down.
We're not going down, bro. We're staying
going
up.
Down.
I actually believe we're staying up for sure.
You're going down, bro.
I even think we might even see. Look at these scrubs coming in the chat. Yeah. Fuck your club, first of all. Second of all, we might do you lot at the bridge. We might do them at the bridge, bro. I'm confident, bro. My confidence.
Listen, life, death, and taxes. Life, death, and taxes, and Tottenham Hotspur losing to Chelsea.
My players are coming back from injury.
But these are the same players that have been embarrassing your football club for the past 2 years, and you just sit.
No, they're not though. They're not.
Who's coming back from injury? Because Kulusevski ain't back from injury. He ain't even back on the pitch.
He's not. No. Kulusevski.
But there you go.
If I had Kulusevski back in my team, yeah, I'm staying up for sure. But we don't, unfortunately. Yeah. But I've got I don't have to see that bum Jed Spence at left back anymore. I don't have to see that shit no more because I'm sick of it. Can't lie, it makes me sick, bro. And Sousa, as bright as his future, I said Kulusevski's close to retiring. That's dark. As bright as that Sousa guy's future is, yeah, he's just not.
He'll be years, mate. Be years. Arsenal went 7 years without a Champions League. Tottenham are 3 years away, minimum.
We stay up, we'll be back in 3 years.
Yeah, all right, mate. You'd have to wait. You'd have to hope everyone else falls off.
No, we stay up.
You logically haven't got more power than Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, or even City or Liverpool.
Do you know what though? There's too much. You know what? I kind of agree with you to an extent. There's too much that needs to happen at this football club for that to even be a priority, anyways, bro. Like people need to lose their jobs, bro. People are already losing their jobs. I was at the Atletico game, yeah, bro. Parts of the stadium were closed.
Why is that?
Because they were selling us fucking tickets, bro.
In the Atletico game?
Yes.
Right. It's getting peak for you, like, and your owners.
It's been like that. It's been like that since the turn of the year, bro. It's getting dark. So that's what I'm saying. I don't even think they care about Europe right now, bro. But hey, what do I know? You are right, though, in saying we are trash. We do still have to you know what I'm saying? I mean, we won in Europe, but it means nothing. We're out, innit? However, it gives me confidence going into this weekend that we can do these at home. It gives the fans confidence. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe this, I mean, I checked online to see if there's any tickets left available for people to buy. It's very hard to get a ticket now for the Forest game. Everyone's up for it, bro. I think we get a result. I do. And if we win on when we win on Sunday, that will kick. It's mad because it's March, but that will kickstart our season.
You're winding me up. Is this what one win does to a Tottenham fan? You win one game.
It's not about the win because it's not the win either. Because the Liverpool performance as well. It's the performances, bro. The performances.
So in a game,
good performances.
Hold on. Let me get this right. So you haven't won a league match in what, 3 months? Nearly 4, by the way. If you don't win this weekend, it will be 4 months since the last time you won a league match.
Yeah.
You get a point at Anfield.
Great point.
A last-minute equaliser. And then you go and beat Atletico, who are already 3 goals up against you in the first leg. You go and beat them in the second leg by 1 goal, 3-2. And now all of a sudden you're staying up. You know, everything's turned around. Everything's turned a corner. Tottenham are going to be up for this. And when you win this weekend, it's going to kickstart your season after you're currently 1 point above the relegation zone. Which, by the way, I don't know who West Ham have got. I will check right now.
Check it.
Yeah. Bro. West Ham have got.
I think they have Villa.
Aston Villa away. I think West Ham get at least a point. I think you lot are going to be in the relegation. Well,
they're
at least
losing. Emery's job's on the line, bro. They're losing that game.
Emery's job's not on the line. They're not losing to Villa. They're not losing to Villa. I'm that confident they're not losing to Villa.
They're losing to Villa. I promise you they're losing to Villa this weekend.
No, I don't think they will.
And then when they lose to Villa and we beat Forest, I'll be back on this channel laughing at you and saying, I told you so.
Well, I mean, I won't be able to hear you from where I am, mate. I'm 3rd in the league, pal. I mean, you're like where? I don't even know, 16th.
Listen, I know it's been a minute.
Forest are pumped up, and Forest rested all their players, so Forest players are all fully fit for this game.
Listen, that's cool. But they suck as well. Why are we acting like Forest are? Like, we're both shit.
Elliot Anderson's better than your entire midfield. Even Gibbs White is getting to your midfield.
Yeah, cool.
Milenkovic and Murillo are better than your centre-backs.
No.
They are. Your centre-backs give away a penalty and get sent off every time when the going gets tough.
That's not true. The going weren't getting tough against United at Old Trafford because we was in control of the game. Yeah.
Sorry, what? Oh, you lot are delusional. You lot are deluded, honestly.
We weren't in control of the game, but the going weren't getting tough in it. Like, shit.
United. Is this true, by the way? You've only been in the top 4 7 times since the Premier League started. Raw. That's crazy. That's crazy. They've only been in the top 6, I think, once or twice.
Hoisted into this big 6 shit.
Yeah, you've only been in the top 6, I think, once in the last 6 years, no?
No.
Twice, sorry.
Twice.
Conte's season and Ange's season.
Yeah.
Mourinho never finished in the top 6.
No.
You lot are hilarious, bro. I don't know where you get your arrogance from. But we're going to talk about other clubs. You know, there's a final this weekend. Your rivals, do you know what I'm saying? Whilst you're playing relegation battles a couple hours after, you know, after you lot, you know, announced yourself to be in the relegation zone, Arsenal could potentially go and lift a League Cup, which, you know, to Tottenham Hotspur, they'd have a parade for it. So I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, what do you think of that game? Do you think Arsenal are going to win? Do you think City are going to do something? What do you reckon, bro?
Do you know what I'd like to say? I think City have something for them. But I just think Arsenal, bro, it really annoys me as well. They're good, man. Like, bruv, they're better than City. They're just better than City. We're all sitting here, well, obviously probably not you in it, but we're all sitting here relying on City's experience of winning trophies to get them through this game. But if we're talking quality-wise, bro, I wouldn't even say quality-wise. I'm just talking about as a team, bro. I don't back City to win this. I can't lie. I'm sorry, Spurs fans. You can be pissed at me. I don't really care. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know you, but yeah, I just back City to win this, bro. I'll be honest with you. City, sorry, Arsenal. I back Arsenal to win this. However,
No, it's twice. Oh.
However, with that being said, if Arsenal do win this, Sporting, I need you to do something for me, innit? Please, bro. Please. I can't. They can't. Touchline, come on, bro. They can't win a treble. They can't win 3 trophies in one season. That's not right.
They ain't winning the Champions League. They ain't winning the Champions League.
Okay, good. So at least we're on the same page there.
But they'll beat Sporting, but they won't win the Champions League.
However, that being said, I think if it goes to penalties, City will win it.
Yeah, I think if it goes to penalties, City will win it. But I don't think it will go to penalties. I think it will be settled before penalties.
Yeah, it's going to be a boring 1-0 win.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
It depends what Pep does, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It depends what Pep does. Listen, Wembley's a massive pitch. So he can't be telling Rodri to fucking cover the ground again, because Rodri can't do it at the Etihad. He ain't doing it at Wembley when Wembley's the biggest pitch in England. Wembley pitch is massive. Players get way more time to think on the ball in that pitch because it's so big. And for me, yeah, Pep can't get it wrong. Pep needs to get it spot on. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know how he's going to set up. He probably will get it wrong. Arteta's in his head at the minute. He hasn't beaten Arteta in a few years. So at this moment in time, I do think Pep will probably get it wrong. And I think Arteta probably will get the better of him. And then, yeah, I think Arsenal probably most likely. I'm caught in a few minds. I do think there is a world where City do win this. But I think probably most likely Arsenal will win the League Cup.
City need to win this, bro. They have to win this.
Both of them have to win it. If City don't win this, they could potentially go trophyless again this season.
I don't think they win the FA Cup.
So if City don't win this, then they're not going to win. They're not winning the league, are they? So let's be honest.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they go trophyless back-to-back seasons.
Well, Pep's gone at the end, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he will be going, but I guess we'll see. But again, it'd be staining his legacy if he finishes below Arteta and loses a final to Arteta. The guy who he props up after he spent 600 million in a year, and then he goes and finishes and loses the league and finishes trophyless twice in back-to-back seasons, that will be a massive stain on Pep's legacy. 100%.
Bro, Pep I think he's lost right now, bro. I don't even think he's currently
I don't think he likes football anymore. I think he's bored of football. I think he wants time off.
Do you think he retires if he leaves City?
I think he definitely takes a year off.
Oh, for sure.
I think he definitely takes a year off. That's what I'm saying. I don't really. I just don't feel like Pep looks like he loves football at the moment in time. At this current moment in time, it looks like he loves football.
Do you think City will then ever win a Premier again? No, not ever. I don't want to say ever. They probably will win a Premier, of course.
Yeah, they win a Premier again. I guess
how long do you reckon it takes them to go again? Because that's 2 years.
Depends on the other clubs. Depends what the other clubs do.
Well, you guys are making a little resurgence. Not saying
That's
that
it depends. If we go and get Enrique, Man United might have the next 4 or 5 years dominating the Premier League, because then they can't get a manager on the level of Enrique. The same way no one could get a manager on the level of Pep. So I guess it depends what other clubs do, but they will definitely never be the team that they've been there the last 7 or 8 years, because they've had a manager who just knows how to get little details out of the best of his players, and then he also knows the best. He literally gets the little things out of players that builds a team that gets extra amount of points, that gets wins, that wins the big trophies. And yeah, you're never going to do that again, especially doing it. You might be able to do it for a season, but consistently doing it for 3 or 4 years, winning 4 pieces, stuff like that. City are never going to do that again. They're never going to do it again. Might never see anyone else do it again in football. Never mind, Manchester City being the ones that do it. So
I think he's great though. As much as how I have a little alliance with City and that. Yeah, you know how I like to align myself with that football club. Just on a banter thing. I think it's good for the Premier League, bro. However, when I saw that clip of the Premier League guy saying that every 6 years they try and put a new head at the top of the table, that pissed me off, bro. Because now I feel like the league's kind of scripted, bro. Like, I feel like the league is kind of scripted. I'm not going to cap to you, bro. I do feel like that. But that's a conversation for another day. But I think it would be good. It would be nice to see some new teams win the league, though, bro. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to go back to a time where you man win the league every year, bro. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit.
But again, that thing was probably taken out of context, and I didn't hear any City fan complain when they were the first team to win the Premier League. Well, they would have said when they won their first Premier League, they didn't use it then. They didn't use it when they were dominating the league every year, did they? So they brought up when they dropped points to Tottenham Hotspur and looked like the league was pretty much done. Do you get what I'm saying? Arsenal were going to end up walking away with it. They brought up this weird clip that took out of context, knowing Tottenham City fans, that the 5 City fans that are in the world. Brought up out of context. I didn't quite understand that. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand what it means. I don't care, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest, I don't actually care about it. That's that thing, because ultimately no one gives a toss. When they were the first, as I say, when City won their first league title, did they care that the Premier League corruption and all that stuff? If they take away the stuff, and bear in mind they've got 115 charges, pal, so they want to scream corruption and all that stuff. They are the most corrupt football club in England. What you say, bro?
I said, have they not dismissed them charges yet?
No chance. I just don't want Arsenal. They've got 5,000 pieces of evidence the Premier League have got against Manchester City. I just don't want Arsenal to win the Champions League. Don't really care if they win the Prem. I congratulate them on that, but I can never let Arsenal win the Champions League. I hear that, bro. I don't think they win the Champions League anyways, because I just think this PSG side, this Bayern side, and this
Wait, did you see Harry Kane's goal the other night?
Barca side will probably. What was special about that? This Harry Kane's a bum.
They said he was a bus. Yeah, they said he turns like a bus.
But I've seen Mo Salah do the same thing. Mo Salah's the same.
Wait, hold on. How many goals has Rooney scored in the Champions League?
How many times has Harry Kane won the Champions League? That's irrelevant. Is Harry Kane better than Rooney? Because I'm hearing Rooney mad disrespect, by the way. Mad disrespect by Rooney's name.
I think he's a better goal scorer than Rooney. Yes, I do.
Yeah, because Rooney didn't want to play up front. He hated it. He wanted to drop deep.
That's fair.
Yeah, he hated it. He hated getting. He wanted to get involved.
I don't think he's a better footballer than Wayne Rooney, though.
I don't think he's better at anything than Rooney. He's not a better finisher than Rooney. He's not a better passer than Rooney. He's not a better dribbler than Rooney. He's not a better big game player than Rooney.
He's a better finisher than Rooney, bro.
He's nowhere near a better finisher than Rooney. You don't understand what Rooney was doing. Hey, bruv, go and look at Rooney's best goals, mate. Go and look at Rooney's best goals. This guy was scoring screamers, first-time volleys outside the box. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, behave yourself, mate. Harry Kane's a great finisher when he's playing dead teams and dead rubbers. Then when the pressure gets on, all of a sudden his finishing goes out the window.
What?
I've seen it happen for England. I've seen it happen the last season against Inter Milan, where he missed an absolute sitter from about 3 yards out. All of a sudden, as soon as the pressure's on, Harry Kane decides to fold.
Should we look at some of the goals he scored against your club, mate?
What goals he scored against my club?
He scored
like 3 goals against United in his career. What are you talking about? Oh,
he scored
a penalty against us for Bayern. My bad.
Ah, yeah, okay. Penalty. He missed a penalty the other day, to be fair as well. But, fam, he's a better finisher than Wayne Rooney.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
not taking anything.
Daniel, bro. How many times has he won the Champions League? Why would I care about these stats? I'm saying all these don't bring up stats.
Because no, but that's not fair though.
He's England's top goal scorer, bro. I'm not getting gaslit. The guy's been a bum for England. How many times has he in big games turned up for England? Nada. He stat padded against Tunisia, I think it was, or Panama, one of them, in the World Cup, won the Golden Boot. And then he ghosted against Croatia and ghosted in the quarterfinal. I can't remember who we played in the quarterfinal again? Sweden. You know what I'm saying? And didn't want to square it to Sterling. Yeah, and I say this Rooney discourse, by the way, on this
He's a better finisher than Rooney, bro.
On this on the timeline. Everyone's in meltdown, as I said, because Rooney come out and literally just said the truth that Neymar is not on the level of Messi or Ronaldo, and everyone's gone into meltdown by it. Let's just say it now. Neymar is closer to Wayne Rooney than he is to Messi and Ronaldo, and definitely Messi. And Wayne Rooney is a very good footballer. He's a very good footballer. Yeah, there's a reason why Wayne Rooney was on 7 FIFA covers in a row. He was with Ronaldinho. He got top 8 in the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, for those that care about the Ballon d'Or, when he was playing for Everton. He played for Everton and got 8th in the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, this is not a bum. This is not a scrub. Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this Rooney discourse, it's wound me up. I might have to do a video on it. It's really wound me up. I've seen too much overreaction because Rooney simply said that Neymar is not of the level of Messi or Ronaldo, and it's quite literally factual information. Excuse me, all the brothers. Let me be talking about the championship. I'm strongly believe that Coventry and Middlesbrough will be holding hands Wrexham to the Premier League next season. Do you agree? I'm not sure about Wrexham, but I think Coventry and Middlesbrough will go up. I think it'll be Coventry, Millwall, Coventry, Middlesbrough, and Millwall will go up.
Listen, yeah. Just quickly, I want to touch on what Ray Mooney said because I think he's spot on, bro. These man live off a fairy tale, bro. They live off a fairy tale. And I like to ask them, yeah, look at the careers of Messi and Ronaldo and look at the careers of Neymar, bro. And now everyone will say, injury. Ronaldo had a big injury, changed his position and started scoring more goals. Messi's had injuries. I think Messi's been slightly more blessed in terms of injuries than the other two, of course. Bro, Neymar has ability-wise, I don't think I've seen a player like Neymar ever that does the things that he does in my lifetime anyways. People talk about Pele and all that. He's
not better than Messi ability-wise. He's not better than Messi ability-wise.
These man misconstrue ability, bro. They care about the jinky-majinky and the flicks and the step-overs, and they don't understand how dropping your shoulder and leaving 3 defenders in the dust and then rolling the ball into... They don't understand how good of a goal that is. In their mind, they need to see someone flip the ball over the defender's head or flip-flap it through his legs and then drop a shoulder around the keeper. No, bro. Man need to understand that there's levels to this, innit? There's levels to this. These Ronaldo and Messi are elite, bro. They're elite.
You can't, at the end of the day,
winners. They're winners, bro.
You can't, I don't care how good you are at football. You cannot spend 70% of your career in the French and the Brazilian league, and then complain when people don't put you at the levels of the best players ever to kick a ball. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You gave them the reason. If you had done it in the Premier League all those years, they wouldn't hate on you as much. They wouldn't have much to talk about you. Neymar has 2 UCL knockout goals for PSG. He was there 6 seasons, and he's got 2 UCL knockout goals. For reference, Vinicius Jr. scored 2 in one game, literally 3 days ago. This is ridiculous. Kvaratskhelia scored 2 in one game for PSG against Chelsea.
But he's ridiculous. Living off his Barca.
He wasn't. Listen, Neymar is a good player, very good player. But bro, trust me, he's nowhere near as good as some of these tech ballers. But look at when you watch him. He's flair and all this. Cool. But you need to have more than that to be with the best. Messi had flair, bro. I've seen Messi absolutely rip teams to shreds. Get the ball where there's 6 players around him. He just wiggles through all of them.
He's ripped nations to shreds, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He's done it for his country. He's done it for his club. And he done it at Barcelona for a very, very long time. Ronaldo's done it in England. He done it in Spain. He done it in Italy. He come back to England and done it again.
His playmaking was unreal. Cool. But what I'm saying is none of it led to big trophies when he was the main guy. And he was also injured for 40% of his career, 50% of his career. You know what I'm saying? As I said, ability, yes. But availability, no. And the doing it in the top leagues, he did it for one league for about 3 seasons. He had 3 good years at Barca. Then he went to the French league. He had really good season in his first season. Ultimately, people that sit there and want to waffle about how Brazil's squads were always bad as well, by the way. As I stated, the one Copa America Brazil have won recently is the one he didn't play in, which was 2019. And they had Gabriel Jesus, Coutinho, Thiago Silva, Marcelo. Who else? They probably had Fernandinho, Fabinho, Casemiro. They had plenty of players, bro. Plenty of decent players. It wasn't like it was an elite squad, but it wasn't a bad squad. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, with him, it's the most weirdest discourse ever. The other is some people just can't accept that Neymar did not live up to the hype that he wanted to. You know, so
I'm not
he should
asking
have.
this because I'm a Spurs fan. Yeah, I'm genuinely asking this as a football fan in general. Bale or Neymar?
Neymar's clear of Bale, bro.
You think Neymar's clear of Bale?
What
We're
you
talking
think
about.
Bale's better than it?
I was having
You
this
think?
conversation the other day. I was having this conversation with someone the other day, innit? And I couldn't come to a decision, bro. I couldn't come to the decision, which is why I said, let me ask you in it. Chat, what do you think? We're talking
Neymar's
about
better than Bale. Neymar is better than Bale.
better footballer,
Just better everything.
better goal scorer.
Well, he scored more goals.
That's true. That's true. It's true. Who plays for long? I'm trying to think. The thing is, this is why if Bale stayed in the Prem for longer, I think he'd get a lot more respect, but he didn't. Also,
Bale gets loads of respect. The guy had 2 good seasons at Tottenham and then 3 good seasons at Madrid. So he had 5 good seasons in his career, pretty much.
Won a lot of trophies too, to be fair.
Yeah, but some of them he didn't play in to win. But everyone
That's
got bamboozled.
That's why I don't really like.
He won a Champions League in 2022. He didn't even play.
Oh shit!
2018, everyone got bamboozled by the bicycle kick. He didn't play, other than the time he came on in the final, and he scored a bicycle kick.
That's mad.
How are you going to say Neymar is better? Bale was the king of big moments. Neymar has the most goals in finals behind Messi, bro. What are you talking about? Bale was not the king of big moments. He has a goal in the Copa del Rey final and a goal. The 3 goals he scored in the UCL finals. Yeah, one of them he can thank Karius for. Yeah, and the other one was crazy. But all in all, Neymar is a better player than Gareth Bale. That's what I'll say.
I just want to quickly ask you: can you touch on those bums over in West London real quickly, please? Because nothing makes me happier than seeing the demise of that football club. And you know what? Last time we done a stream, yeah, you said they're becoming like Spurs.
No, I said they're becoming like Arsenal.
No,
I'd never compare them to Spurs.
I think it was on Never a Foul. Someone said it to me. Yeah, these man are on the sharpest decline I've ever seen. It's great. It's great viewing. Their manager looks like Matisse. Yeah, he's on the top. They're 3-0 down. Man's writing in the notepad. Managers need to understand something. Put the book down, bro. Watch the game. Watch the game and make this. Man's scribbling on a note. Direct the team, bro. Cole Palmer.
He's been defrosted.
He's been defrosted, mate. Yeah, he's been defrosted. I'm sorry, it's amazing. It's great. And do you know what? This is why I said to you, yeah, you see, momentum is a great thing because Chelsea will have one job to do, yeah, and it will probably be to relegate Tottenham. And I guarantee you, touchline, they will throw it away. I guarantee you, they won't.
They'll beat you. They always beat you.
No, I'm so confident now. I'm confident, yeah, that they will throw it away.
They'll always beat you, bro.
They're not winning a Premier. They told me at the start of the season they were gonna win a Premier League, bro. They had brothers telling me in group chats, we're challenging for the title this year. This year's our year. Next 2 years we're having a title. Touchline. Have they ever been any? Do they look close?
Yeah, but they're deluded though, Chelsea fans. They're deluded because I told them more about their dusty football club, and now Clearlake's ruining it. Long live Clearlake. Clearlake stay in 10 more years.
Long live Clearlake, man.
Yeah, Barley, my owner. Yeah, I'm saying, and Liam Rossigna. Long live Liam Rossigna, my manager. At the end of the day, bro, their club's dusted, mate. Their club's dusted. Do you know what I'm saying?
They got a ban as well now. They can't sign no one.
No, that's a suspended ban because they got away with it, but they still got FA lurping as well. FA will be also punishing them. But for me, that's a disgrace. For me, they should be stripped of all their titles. That's my opinion. Man United should have 6 league titles in a row. And then if City get done, we should have 8 league titles in a row, and 26 league titles.
Question:
25 league titles.
If they were to get stripped of their titles,
you get your
does
league
that mean
title,
the season we finish second, we'd have?
You get the league title, and you get the League Cup in 2015 because they beat you in that one, didn't they? I remember.
Yeah.
They beat you in that. So yeah, that pretty much would mean Tottenham Hotspur, Harry Kane would be a Premier League champion. So yeah, that they should get stripped of their titles. They should also be banned from transfers for 2 years. I'm not saying they should be relegated. I'm saying they should be stripped of their titles and banned for transfers for at least a year. At least for summer and a January, they should be or a summer, January, and another summer. They should be banned from signing players because they done for charges. They've proven to be cheats, by the way. Hazard was bought illegally. Schürrle was bought illegally. Matic was bought illegally. Ramirez was bought illegally. Eto'o was bought illegally. They got 2 scouts. One scout who who signed Ian Robin. He was hired illegally. So they've done all this stuff illegally, and plus they're now shit on the football pitch in the current day. It's wonderful to see. Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't actually have a problem with Chelsea, but their fans talk.
I don't like cheats, though, man.
Yeah, I don't like cheats, and their fans also talk too much about Man United. You know what I'm saying they talk as if they're above us. I promise you, you've never been above. You can finish above us in the league, but you're never that too far much ahead of Man United, bro. Trust me, you're never too that far.
At United, bro. What do you mean Hazard at United?
Yeah, because we were supposed to get him, and they signed him illegally,
and he sunk our title hopes as well. Yeah, you know what? Chelsea Football Club, bruv. Yeah, Chelsea Football Club. Roman, I know that guy is somewhere in his mansion with his feet in the air laughing, bro. I hate that. I hate that club so much, bro. That's why I hate them more.
Well, but so this whole thing I don't get. This whole thing I don't get because they still cheated, bro. If I break the law and I cooperate, I'll get lesser sentence, but I'll still get sentenced. Do you get what I'm saying? I'll still get sentenced. Yeah, if I kill someone, right, and I cooperate, I might get a bit of a lesser sentence, but I'm still getting sentenced. I'm still going to prison. They've barely been punished, bro. They've got a 9-month academy ban and a £10 million fine, which is a light work. They spent 40 on that app. So you think they don't have 10 million to spend on a fine and a 9-month academy ban? They didn't get punished. They didn't get punished. It wasn't a lesser punishment. They did not get punished at all. They literally got away with it. Broad daylight got away with it. Broad daylight. And Everton to their guilt. Everton admitted guilt, and they got a points deduction. Chelsea should be banned for a year at least from transfer bans. They should have their title stripped of them. Should do. United should get the league titles and have 6 league titles in a row. That's what I think.
Give them a point deduction. Give them a point
deduction. I don't care about the point deduction. Transfer ban. I'd rather the transfer ban.
Yeah, that's true.
Transfer ban and F.
Why can't they have both? Cheating cunt.
Transfer ban, they got Garnacho for another year. Good luck. I'm saying they've got Garnacho for another year. Transfer ban. I'd rather a transfer ban and title stripped. Honestly, I'm still angry at the fact that didn't happen. Exactly, we could have had Nani, Hazard, Van Persie, and Rooney in the same team. Yeah, Fergie would have stayed. By the way, if Fergie got Eden Hazard, he would have stayed because the reason why he left was because he knew that team was on his arse. And we didn't sign anyone that summer. We signed Van Persie and Alexander Butner, who none of you even know who that is, and Shinji Kagawa. You know what I'm saying?
Kagawa.
Yeah, the Dortmund guy. If we got Hazard, yeah, I'm saying I think he would have stayed because I think we were trying to get Bale as well, but the Glazers said no. But then the Bale ended up wanting to go to Madrid anyways. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. But yeah, they're dusted, mate. They're dusted. They ain't going to be winning they ain't going to be winning Premier Leagues anytime soon. I'm sorry to break it to them. But don't worry though, Jay, because they'll win a few games again and they'll start putting their players in about 7 different combined 11s with everyone saying they've got a brilliant squad. They'll sign a few players in the summer and all of a sudden Chelsea Football Club will be sitting there talking about title race and stuff like that. Listen, Chelsea Football Club will not win a Premier League in the next 5 years for the foreseeable future, especially under this ownership, under this guideship. They've got some good players, don't get me wrong. They have got some good players. But United had good players, but we did win league titles.
How many years has it been now? 10?
Well, they're going to be 10 years with it because they're not going to win it next year, are they? Let's be honest. Yeah, smash these likes up, people.
So they could end up in a 15-year title drought.
Well, that's normal for them. They went 50 years without a league title. 50 years without a league title was crazy. 50 years without a league title. And bear in mind, there was no world wars during that time. So 50 whole years without a league title was crazy. But this is Chelsea without Roman Abramovich and cheating, isn't it?
Well, it seems that's what I mean. They sometimes forget, and it's funny, yeah, because fans like to talk about history and look at the history. You don't really hear Chelsea fans talk about
That's what they're going to be talking about. That'll be Chelsea's next. That's what I'm saying. They're going to become everything they hated Arsenal for. They're going to become the team that talks about history and talks about the 20 years ago when they won the Champions League in Porto, when they won the Champions League in Munich. That's what they're going to talk about. They're going to be the team. It's always happened to teams when they stop winning. They'll start talking about the past glory they used to once have. That's all they're going to talk about. The past glories they had.
It's funny. For
the next 4 years, you're going to hear the fact that they're world champions. That's what you're going to hear. Day 162 of being your world champions. That's what you're going to hear. That's what you're going to keep hearing. That's what's going to happen. It's true. That World Cup was the worst thing to happen to Chelsea Football Club because now they're going to sit there and waffle for the next 4 years about how they're world champions. Yeah, what about what you actually did on the pitch, mate? Didn't even put up an ounce. Didn't even put up an ounce of a Their protests were embarrassing, bruv. I've got more people watching this live than they turn up at that protest. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, they protest, yeah, and then they go scan their tickets and go into the ground, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They protest and that, and then go into the stadium after and start. It's like, bro, they're not serious, bro. They're not serious. They're not a serious football club. And everyone will sit there again and say, "Oh, you're a Spurs fan. Why are you talking?" Guys, I watch other teams as well. Okay, I'm allowed to watch other teams and talk about other football clubs. It's depressing talking about Tottenham all the time, bro. I will say there's another club touchline that I did want to ask you about, yeah, because I know you actually hate them. I know you hate them a lot, bro.
Oh, I know it is going to be. Gone.
Phil Mitchell FC, bro. Phil Mitchell FC, Liverpool.
Why are they Phil Mitchell FC? I thought that was West Ham.
No. I was just saying that because Arnie Stott looks like Phil Mitchell.
Oh, Fez.
Bro.
Yeah. FA Cups. I'm saying next season we kick on. Yeah. That's Arsenal. Did Arsenal fans not used to always say this? Did Arsenal fans not always used to say next season? Never said Arsenal are Netflix FC. You always want to watch the next season.
You can't make this shit up. You can't.
You're literally becoming Arsenal in front of your very own eyes, and you can't see it. You can't see you're becoming everything Arsenal were. Cole will be back next season. You see what I'm saying? This is literally everything they mocked and laughed at Arsenal for years. They are literally becoming in real time. Crazy.
It's dark.
Anyways, what about Liverpool, bro?
Bro, obviously they put 4 past Gala. You know what I'm saying? Obviously their league is they're not getting. You don't reckon they get Champions League football again?
No, I think they will because Chelsea are that shit.
And Villa, no chance. They're
no chance. Well, it'll be 3 of. Obviously, United have already got it.
Is it going to be top 5 again?
Yeah, it's top 5 again. So it's going to be 1. It's going to be 2 of Villa, Liverpool, and Chelsea because United are already getting it. We're already ahead of everyone else. So we're getting third place comfortably as well. We've got Bournemouth as well tonight.
You lot are playing tonight?
Yeah, we're playing tonight. Friday night kickoff.
1 game a week. United, yeah. You lot are amazing. Could you give me a chance to win some money? You just gave me a chance to win some money.
I don't know if we're going to win tonight, so I wouldn't bet your house on us winning. Although we are decent odds, evens odds to win away.
I reckon you lot. All I just need is you lot to score. I need it to be a nice end-to-end game. Do you know?
No, it will be. Bournemouth and Man United usually is always end-to-end. Usually is always goals in Bournemouth and United.
What are you saying for your season? How you feel? I guess you're probably excited for the summer and that, man.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited for the summer. We're gonna have a good summer. We're already links with Bruno Guimaraes. We're gonna get him. You know what I'm saying?
I saw you man talking about that in the group chat, innit? About Tonali and
Bruno G. I've wanted Bruno G for years, man. That guy is a Man United player. Do you get what I'm saying? Agent Casemiro, Agent Mateus Cunha, hitting him up. Do you get what I'm saying? Geordie's in meltdown, realizing they're once again a feeder club to the biggest club in the world. You know about that as well. Berbatov, Michael Carrick, and that. You know what I'm saying? So you know about being a feeder club. Everyone's a feeder club when it comes to Man United. When Man United knock on that door, it's just a different level of knock. Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone in the chat in Chelsea, Arsenal, you'd know about that, Van Persie and all that. So everyone would know about when Man United knock on the door, we know it's a different level of knock. Man United are the most attractive club in the world. Yeah, we're the biggest club in the world. We can sign any player we want in the world. Yeah, I'm saying. So at the end of the day, you know, we're already knocking on his door, getting in there first. Once he gives the green light to join Manchester United Football Club, yeah, I think we'll go and get him. Yeah, I'm saying probably get at least one other midfielder as well. But I think if we get 3 midfielders, a left back and a left winger, all to the top quality, I think United next season Premier League champions 21 times. And if we do win the league next season, by the way, if we do win the league next season, you lot, I'm gonna say now, you will have to call the police on me. You will have to. You will have to get the police out. You will have to get me arrested because you have to get a restraining order. Because I will be the most unbearable human being on the planet Earth. You lot will not hear the end of me. Do you get what I'm saying? If Man United, I'm saying it now, if Man United do win the Premier League next season, yeah, it doesn't have to be any other trophy, just the Premier League and become champions of England. Yeah, it's a long. I was about to say it's a long day for you guys, but it'll be a long week, summer, month, year, whatever. It'll be a long 5 years, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? I'll be singing champions of England for the next 5 years. Yeah, I'm saying 21 times, pal. 21 times the most. So, yeah, when we do, I don't rate tonight that much either. I rate Bruno G way higher than tonight.
Someone asked me, do I rate Morgan Rogers? Yeah. I'm not gonna say he's a good player, bro. He's a good player to have in your team, innit? I will say, I don't think I can go seeing red confetti every year. That means that can't run. 3 years in a row, red confetti is mind games. That's elite mind games for a Tottenham fan, bro. So that.
Have you ever seen white confetti? Unless you're watching Real Madrid.
It's dark, bro. It's actually dark. I set myself up for a life of misery.
We'll see whose chain is real. Manchester United next summer will have a better summer than Chelsea because we've got better structure than you. We've got more money than you. We've got better pool than you, which is a fact. And you lot might not even be in Europe next season or Champions League next season. There's multiple reasons as to why. And we already had a better summer than you last summer, and we spent similar amounts of money. We had a better window than you the summer before, you could argue. So based on that logic, the prophecies are prophesying, we shall be better than you next season. We will not be as bad as you next season. I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League because I don't think we will. Because I don't think we're ready to win the Champions League. I don't think we're good enough to beat the PSGs, the Bayerns.
I was going to ask you, what would you prefer, the Champs or the Prem?
I care about winning trophies, not transfer window, pal. Yeah, and I'm talking about winning the Premier League, mate. You're winning nothing this season, and you've just played more games than Man United this season. Yeah, and to win nothing, you just embarrass yourself in the Champions League. You lost 8-2 on aggregate. 8-2 on aggregate. Yeah, 8-2.
We've got a fire.
Yeah, everyone can get top 5 1 game a week, apparently. Yeah, Chelsea had 1 game a week a few years ago and got 6th. Arsenal had it a few years ago and got 5th. But everyone could get it, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone could get it. You know, the only reason,
we had it and got 5th.
Under Ange, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm saying apparently that's the only reason United are top top 3 lads. Apparently that's the only reason United are top 3 lads because
And by the way, with that logic, then the rest of the Premier League, like, how does that work? Because
the rest of the Premier League
8 teams that play 3 games a week. What about the rest of the Premier League then?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Why aren't Everton in the top 3? They play 1 game a week.
Facts.
That just
stupid, bro.
It's such a flawed logic, bro. It's so flawed.
No, it is. It is. It's stupid. It is very stupid, man. It's very stupid, lads.
City, obviously, Madrid pumped them, man. Absolutely. And you know what? They kind of deserve that. After I saw what Bernardo Silva done on the line, I said, you know what? You lot shouldn't be in the Champions League, bro. Go home. What
Final
do you mean
boss.
you're doing this?
Oh yeah, Bernardo, I saw that. Yeah. Final boss, bro. You also tried to hijack Mbuemu last minute, and he turned you down. So that you're flexing getting Liam Delap, mate. I mean, I'll be honest, that's not a flex. I'd
better than Diego Costa, though. That's what VD said.
No, VD said he's the next Diego Costa.
Same shit. That is a disgraceful.
Oh man,
it's ironic. Chelsea haven't had a good striker since Diego Costa.
Well, João Pedro. João Pedro is cold.
He's right. He's not all that.
Yeah, João Pedro is cold.
Yeah, and Semenyo. They tried to do the Semenyo thing as well.
That's what I'm saying. And Semenyo said he was only going to join United or City, and he went City.
You just want a
That's
bit
a
of
lie. We
money.
never information. All right, cool, mate. You believe what you want to believe, bro. At the end of the day, Chelsea's pool is dying, and if they did have it, but it's dying now because people are starting to see. Do you get what I'm saying? You're a mess, bro. You're hiring shit managers. Do you get what I'm saying? You're spending money on a bunch of kids that are not taking to the top. You know what I mean? 1 minute you're in the Champions League, next season you might not be in it. But let them think what they want in it. Do you know what I'm saying? I see it with my own club, so I know what's coming for Chelsea fans. They can sit there and deny it all they want, but I know exactly what's coming for you lot. Bayern Munich have not beaten Real Madrid since 2012. No one will be shocked if Real Madrid scumbag and go through. I can't lie. I do think Bayern beat them. I do think Bayern beat them, man. But anyways, Jay,
They're
what
a
are you saying?
great side, bro.
Score predictions for this weekend: Tottenham Hotspur, Nottingham Forest.
Aha. I'm gonna say 2-1 Tottenham. 2-0 Tottenham. 2-0 Tottenham.
Score predictions for Brighton, Liverpool.
2-1 Brighton. Where is it? Anfield.
No, it's at Brighton's gaff.
2-1 Brighton.
Score predictions: Everton, Chelsea.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
Score prediction for Arsenal City.
1-0 Arsenal.
Score predictions for Bournemouth, Man United.
Where is it?
It's at Bournemouth's gaff.
What's your away form looking like? Out of curiosity.
Oh, we'll beat Arsenal, we'll beat Everton. We beat.
You aren't bad away from home, innit?
Not that bad. We're not great.
Do you know what? I think I'm gonna say 3-2 United. Yeah, I think you man will snatch it at the death. I think Sesko will score as well.
Yeah, he probably will. Bruno will get the assist. Do you reckon Bruno breaks the assist record?
Yeah, I actually do, bro. I actually do. And that is for all of these haters, that is dark. That's very dark, bro. These haters are gonna be pissed, bro, because
No, you've already got Ahmed sitting there saying, because people. That's how we do now in football. We decide to move the logic when it's players we like, and I sit there and waffled on Twitter about how Henri's assists. Henri's obviously got the record. Henri's assists were all on a plate. So then I went back and watched Henri's assists. One of them bounced off his shoulder and he got the assist for it. Yeah, a few of them were set pieces. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Some of them were not the best assists. And then I go and watch Bruno. I'm like, Bruno's assists looks even better. Bruno's assists are better than these. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruno's assists are better than these. You know what I mean? But apparently, if it is when you don't like a player, you know what I'm saying, you're not allowed to be objective. You can't be objective. It's got to be, your hate that blinds it. So I hope Bruno does break it. I hope Bruno gets another 7 or 8 assists this season.
I hate him as a person.
Well, it don't matter. It'd be your best player. It'd be your best player since Harry Kane, mate.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like him as a person, but you can't deny, that the guy has an eye for a pass, and clearly the stats don't lie either, bro. Like, I don't. Just put your hand up and say, you know what? Maybe we was wrong. Maybe Bruno, in a better team, surprise with a better manager. Surprise, he just looks like a better player.
Yeah, and he's been playing in the 6, the 8, 8, and the 10 this season. So for me, yeah, I can see this. I can see a 3-2 or a 2-2. I'm gonna go 2-2. 3-2. I can see it be a draw, but I can go 3-2. I can see it, bro. For me, yeah. Anyways, Bruno's breaking that record. I hope he does as well. And when he does break that record, if he does win the league next season, I'm going to push in some nasty level of propaganda for Bruno Fernandes next season. For me, I'm saying he's just a Premier League away from eclipsing Steven Gerrard. That's in my opinion. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, if he does break that record, yeah, I mean, what can people say? Like, what, he scammed assists, and you go watch his assists. A lot of his assists are him putting on a plate for the Casemiros, for Mbuemus and stuff like that, for Sesco's. So yeah, Bruno Fernandes is going to break that record for me. I'm not that confident for
16 assists is crazy though.
That
is mad.
Bro, he got 16 assists. He didn't get an assist for the first 8 games of the season. He got 16 assists in 20 games. But they're set pieces. Like,
So
man. Like set pieces don't count. Do you know what I'm saying? Like set pieces don't count as assists. You see what I'm saying? And bear in mind, when you watch it, you can see that he puts it on a plate, set piece wise. And even if you take out set pieces, by the way, Bruno Fernandes has still created the most chances in the league this season, by far as well. He's created the most chances and the most big chances in the league this season. So even if you take out set pieces, the guy's still creatively the best player in the league. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, people just do everything they can to just accept that this season Bruno Fernandes is at a different level to everyone else. For me, he's the best player in the league this season. For me, he is 7
goals, 16 assists. I will say though, the Golden Boot race is kind of smelly, bro.
Yeah, because Haaland was on like 17, bro, and now he's on 22. He scored like 5 goals in like 17 games or something.
Yeah, bro. And Igor Thiago's got 19, and then Semenyo's third. He's got 15 goals, which is mad. I didn't even know, but then most of them are for Bournemouth, innit?
Luke Shaw going to get work today. I guess we'll see, bro. Who's he up against?
Let's have a look.
So yeah, but facts. These are all missed bare chances. Even Sesko the other day tried to square it to Ahmad when he could just try to score. I was saying if he scores, Bruno gets another assist. Bruno, for me, is the best player in the league this season. And I think people just need to accept, even his haters need to accept that you are objectively wrong. This season, he's gone to a different level. For me, this is the best version of Bruno Fernandes I've ever seen. He's been absolutely out of this world this season, in my personal opinion, as a player. And yeah, it's almost like you play players in their actual position and they start delivering, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Because he probably, I think he got an assist. I think he got an assist for 7 games in a row. Something like that. Something along those lines. 7 games in a row, I think he got an assist. And one thing I will say as well, just add on that, forget the Premier League for a second. If he wins the World Cup this season or this summer, again, World Cup or Premier League, yeah, I'm pushing nasty level of propaganda if he wins a World Cup or a Premier League. If he wins a World Cup this summer with Gerrard, yeah, Lampard, yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, because breaking the assist record and win the World Cup. Imagine he goes to the World Cup and gets 5 assists in the World Cup and gets 2 goals and wins the World Cup and drags Portugal to their first ever World Cup trophy. After he's already won 2 trophies of them, anyways. We're talking about
out of curiosity. Who do you think wins it? It's not easy, is it? It's not easy.
Argentina.
Oh, can't see that again, bro. It was nice when Messi won it. Cool. Haha. He's won it now, innit? Fuck off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's won it now.
England are winning it.
I would have put it past them.
No, I'm joking. England won't win it without a bum up front, bro. That bum up front ain't winning it. No, I'm talking about Harry Kane, mate. He did. Serial loser in that up front.
Spain, though.
Argentina got the best footballer of all time, bro, playing in their team. So, and he's just playing for fun now. Messi's better than Ronaldo, bro. Come on, mate. Have a day off. Have a day off. Have a day off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Messi, you know, the best player ever in your team, and he's just playing for fun. Yeah. You're currently the world champions anyway. You're currently the Copa America champions and the world champions. So
nah, I think Spain win it.
I don't think that. I just don't. I believe in the world working. I believe God makes the world work in certain ways, and I just don't believe Lamine Yamal will win the World Cup this early. He might win it in his career, but I think if he wins the World Cup this early, he could lose himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he could lose it, like, because he would already complete football other than the Champions League. If he wins the Champions League and the World Cup, he'll win the Ballon d'Or, and then he've already completed football at 18. He might end up further down the line. He might end up going down a path of he doesn't care anymore when he gets to 22, and then he's washed by 23. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas he could, you know what I mean, carry out his career. Do you know what I'm saying?
Someone said, I think, big up John.
That's what I'm saying. Like Messi lost in 2014. If Messi had won it then, he probably would have been washed or would have left Barca or something along those lines, probably earlier than he did. Because he was still going for that.
Yeah.
How many teams have done that? Brazil had done it, no? Brazil did do it. I'm pretty sure Brazil did it. I'm sure Brazil did it with Pele. Uruguay did it. Is that it?
France, no.
No, France have only won 2, but that was within 20 years. That was 98 and 2018.
No, I forgot Germany won 2014, innit?
You might be right, though. Germany might have done it, actually. That's a shout, because I'm sure Franz Beckenbauer won it
Spain
twice.
won 2010.
Yeah. No, but Germany have won it 4 times. So Germany might win it.
Might be Germany. Let's ask ChatGPT real quick.
Esteban will take Brazil to the World Cup.
Richarlison, he's not even in the squad, lol.
He scored a sick goal at the last World Cup, though.
That bite.
I remember reacting to that. I was like, "Raw, that's actually outrageous, that goal. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy.
He'll get injured after that. You won't see it for 2 months.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy goal. That was crazy. Esteban was meaty.
I need to see some banging goals in the World Cup this year.
I think it's going to be a sick World Cup. Although I see some people going to have a moan about the places in, but Italy done it back to back. Yeah. What years? 80s, isn't it? 82. No, it's 80. No,
1934.
Bro.
And 1938.
You see them type of years. You not just like not care about them type of years. Like,
I just chalk that. That's what I was telling Cass on NAF the other day, bro. I was talking about Newcastle and that, whether they're a big club.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if you're winning it now, then I hear it, because then it counts up, it adds up. Like, we won the league title in 1908. Do you know what I'm saying? So when we win number 21, it counts up. I'm like, I don't really care that we won the league title in 1908. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, 2008, yeah, I was 2 years old. In modern day, you can go back and watch it. Anyone watching clips of Man United in 08, was even fucking cameras in the game? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're looking at someone painting the game as it's going on, bro. Like, what?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
What are we doing here, man?
It's before World War II. It's before World War One, 1908. But 1934, yeah, before World War II. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
That's hilarious. That's actually mad. I don't
He isn't Brazilian. I think he's Arab and English. Arab and Irish. That's his ethnicity, but he's going to choose England.
Fairs.
He's winning the Champions League with Man United in the World Cup. I don't even think Messi would win the World Cup with England, mate. But
nah, I just don't think it's England's portion, bro. I just don't think. I think England can win the Euros for sure, but I just don't ever.
Well, they've won the World Cup before.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll happen again, bro. Do you know Blackburn have won a Premier League, bro?
Yeah, but that's completely different. Blackburn are in the Championship, bro. England are getting to every World Cup. They've got the favourites pretty much to win their World Cup every year. Eventually, England will win a trophy. Eventually, they will.
I said they'll win the Euros for sure. I believe they can win that.
Like, eventually, it will just land. It will, blackjack. Was it black? No, roulette. Sorry, it will land on black. Eventually, they'll spin it and it will land on black and they'll win it, or it will land on number 31 or something, and they'll win the World Cup. They'll win the Euros. They'll win the Nations League. I personally don't care if they win it. However, again, if Kobe Mainoo wins the World Cup, I mean, this season, as long as France or Spain,
agendas, bro.
As long as France or Spain don't win, I'm winning. Brazil, Casemiro and Cunha. Argentina, Lissandro and Messi. What's it called? England, Kobe Mainoo and Harry Maguire. And Portugal, I got Dallo, I don't really care, Bruno Fernandes.
Are there any dark horses that you think could remember that Croatia team, how they kind of
when has a dark horse ever won the World Cup? Get far, yeah, but when has I don't think that's ever happened. Has a dark horse ever won the World Cup? I don't think there's only eight nations that have won it, bro.
Italy, Germany, Brazil, Argentina, Spain,
Uruguay, Spain,
and France. Netherlands.
Nah. Sorry, mate. Reinders and Gravenberch died. And they got Frankie de Jong in their midfield.
They played Van der Ven left back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got Van der Ven. They got Van Disney as well at their centre back. Who even is their goalkeeper? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they got no good striker. They got Memphis Depay as their striker. He's like 35 years old, bro. He's more known for his rap nowadays. True story, by the way. Go look at RB. He actually raps.
Oh, he didn't finish the comment. My bad, Africa King. He said they were the favourites in 2010.
But they didn't win it in 2010.
They were. Oh, what are you talking about?
Lost
they were favourites in 2010. Oh, he's talking about the final, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but they won. They didn't. They had a sick team, bro. They had Van Persie. They had Schneider. They had Robin.
They had that.
They had De Jong. They had a bad boy team, bro.
They had a ridiculous team, bro.
That team would win the World Cup now. Van Persie and Schneider and Robin is your attack.
Allow it.
Verbruggen's their keeper.
It would
Italy in 06.
Nice.
Bro, Italy in 06. Kings, please. This is you're actually doing yourself in, bro. That can't. Italy in 06. Pirlo, Cannavaro, Gattuso, Del Piero, Totti. Who else? Someone else in the chat. Buffon in goal. Maldini, Nesta. Bro, you know what I'm saying? These are some of the best players ever playing their position. Come on, man. There's actually never been a dark horse win the World Cup. It doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it never happens.
It's mad. But that's how, who would technically? I don't even know who we would. I can't even conceive another nation other than like the nations that have already won it. I can't conceive another nation going out there and adding their name to the cup, to the trophy.
Only Portugal.
You think?
Yeah, Portugal got a really good squad. Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno, Nuno Mendes, Cancelo, Diaz, Leao, Neto. They got some decent players. You know what I'm saying? They're not the greatest, but they've got some decent players. Portugal definitely got decent players. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we're going to wrap up, people. Anyways, it's been a good show. Make sure you subscribe to Hotspur Cave. His link is in the title. I'll be back in a few hours, about 7:15 for the Man United Bournemouth watch along. So make sure you lot are there. And yeah, go subscribe to Hotspur Cave. And yeah, it's been a lit show, man. I'm out, people. Bless.
Lessons.